Hello, good evening. Another eating video. Got some lovely pasta, macaroni and I can't remember the other sort, the twirly stuff. Bacon, mushrooms, cream. And lots of pepper. Perhaps too much. I like lots of pepper. But my pepper mill malfunctioned, and it's got actual black peppercorns on now. I don't know. I don't know. Can you eat them? You can eat them. Oh, too much pepper. I'll probably pick those out. And garlic bread. I didn't put cheese in it this time. I'm watching football. Honestly, I haven't got it on silent because everything's on silent in those videos. I was telling you about Holland in part 1. I lived there. I can't remember where I got up to. The porn, maybe they're making the porn films in the garage. Living above the brothel, yeah, that was part of it. And that's what we did, we lived above the brothel. Now that was for 3 months up until Christmas. And we all went home for Christmas. Good story. Including a lad and a newcomer who'd come after, he replaced Carl, I think. He was Scottish and he was called Gavin. And Gavin was a very strange lad. Very strange indeed. Could get very aggressive. He was nice enough. He was alright. But yeah, he could get very aggressive, especially after a drink. Scottish. And he liked to drink. Very, very much liked to drink. Scottish. He on his last night before Christmas, he got really, really quite wasted. And just his flight back was in the morning, so he stayed up all night, drinking and doing drugs. And his big plan for the morning was to take some drugs home with him. A big bag of weed, big wrap of coke, and he planned to just hide it in his suitcase. I was like, that is not a good idea. Don't do it. I'm doing it. Okay. So do it. Only, because he was so drunk in the morning, he was packing his suitcase. He cut his finger, putting his razor into his suitcase. It's his Belution's bag. He cut it really quite badly. And he just wrapped some toilet paper around it. I've got to get a flight. Got to go. I ain't got time to get this sorted. No, we didn't have any plasters. Plasters, did we, Egg? So he just wrapped it in toilet roll and went to the airport. And dropped him off. Never saw him again. And apparently, got on the plane, blood pouring out of him. And they said, you can't get on the plane like that. No. You seem a bit excitable. What's going on? So this is what I heard from Martin, the Dutch guy. So they pulled him to one side and pulled his suitcase off the plane. He said, you can't fly with this, we'll get your suitcase off. Got his suitcase off and went, oh, what's this? It smells a bit funny. And arrested him. I don't know whatever happened to Gavin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. Just, just smuggling. Just drug smuggling. It's fine. One way Mike had suggested to make money at one point as well was to drive a drugs bus from Holland to the UK, packed to the gills with weed, coke, and pills. And this was something he really did want to do, but of course he couldn't drive. So how could he do it? I wanted me to do it. So once Christmas was over, I went back. I went back expecting the same deal, and it was completely different. We didn't live in the same apartment. That was gone. Most of the lads didn't come back. Gavin hadn't come back. Scouse Dave had disappeared. His brother had come out before Christmas to live with us. Not working, just came to live with us. Just flew himself out, came to live with us, I swear to God. I wanted to do drugs all day, every day. Unbelievable. And just sat around in the apartment on his own all evening while we went to work. Off his head. He was really weird. Another Scouser. We didn't need two Scousers. I can't remember his name. Dave's brother. I'm jumping back and forward here. So after we got back at Christmas, me and Mike were the only ones left. And we just moved to a new, smaller apartment. And worked different shifts. I had to do either 6 a.m. till 3 p.m. one week, and then the next week the 3 p.m. till midnight. Getting Mike up for the 6 a.m. shift was not fun. We'd still go to the pub. We had to go to the pub because we had no washing machine, no washing facilities whatsoever. We tried to take our clothes to the laundrette, and they wanted a lot of money. It was more of a dry cleaners than a laundrette. They didn't have a laundrette, couldn't find one. So in the end, we had to go to our local pub. This was a weird thing as well. The girl who had found me in the street on my first day, my first Sunday, and reported to Scouse Dave where I was called Sonia. She was the landlady of the local bar that we like to call Barcelona, with her boyfriend Hans, who was a good bit older than Sonia. He was a former bouncer from Amsterdam. Very big, broad bloke. Brilliant. I loved Hans. I really, really liked Hans. Hans van der Voort, I think. I don't know, I couldn't have made that up. I played darts with Hans very often. Beat him a lot. But when we got back after Christmas, after like 2 weeks of being away, he didn't have Sonia anymore. He had a new girlfriend. I can't remember her name, but she was closer to his age. Sonia had gone. He just drafted in this new lady, and she would do our laundry for us. I'd love to remember her name. Let's call her Sonia too. So yeah, we'd take around a massive bag of dirty clothes, 2 blokes worth of dirty underpants and stuff for 2 weeks, and she'd do it all for us. Iron it, fold it all up, put it back in her bags. Give it us back. And all we had to do was go in the bar, which of course we did as often as we used to do. Now, going back, things were a bit different, and we couldn't go in as often. But I remember one of the best nights we had there, because the pubs were open really late every night. Like on a Monday night or a Tuesday night, it'd be open till 2 a.m. On a weekend, it was 3. Oh, I don't know how they did it. On a weekend, they'd be open till 3 a.m. Hands would be like, go on, get out. The next day at 12, Hands would be back behind the bar, opening up. School would be closed. Had a bit of snow today, schools have been closed. And closed anyway, mate. But this fantastic night, they introduced me to something called Steiterboller. Bouncing balls, and bouncing bombs it was called. And it was a drink that is set on fire. And put it out with your hand and shook it up out and drank it and shook yourself about. Oh God, it was wild. It's so drunk. I know that Blue Balls was in it. I know that Sambuca was in it. It might not have been anything else. Great, wildly drunk. I had some great nights in there. Barcelona inside. Oh, peppercorn. Yeah. There was loads earlier, I'm not going to see 2. Which is slightly worrying. And Holland was great. For me, it was a great country. I loved it. And people were mostly lovely. One guy got a bit leery one time. I wanted to fight me. I remember that. And people told me it was because he didn't speak English very well. He didn't go to school. He was too naughty. Like a peppercorn. Oh God. So we didn't have a fight. One doesn't fight if one can help it. The thing you need to know about Holland is how tall the people are. I swear. Yes, there's normal people, of course. But every 5th person is giant, is 6'8". Absolutely enormous. They just have the best basketball team in the world. Even my last boss here was from Holland. It was called Rule. He had to bend down to get through doors. He was 6'11". I don't know, he was tall. They're giants, all of them. You can pick that up. Do I always drop food? Yes, it seems so. What else can I think of from Holland? We should probably talk about Sinterklaas. Yeah. So funny. Oh my God. So they celebrate Christmas. I don't think they're as bothered by it as us. I think they like Christmas, but they really like Sinterklaas. It was in November, I think, end of November. That guy just basically looked like Father Christmas, Santa Claus, but it was different. Well, at Christmas for a start. The main difference being his helper, Black Pete. Now, Black Pete was something for all children to be scared of. There's like a goblin, or a black goblin. I call him a black goblin. And if children didn't behave, Black Pete would take them to Spain, which is a lovely place, but the punishment, I don't know why. There's many more black people in Spain than anywhere else. More in Holland, to be honest. And then have big parades for Santa Claus and Black Pete. And all the people black their faces up. They dress a particular way with these curly wigs. Blacked up faces. All the kids would do it. Loved it. They were mad for Black Pete. And, yeah, not allowed to do that anymore. The Liberals said no. Black Pete is racist. Can't do that. It's not for me to say. So they stopped Black Pete. I think that they stopped. I don't know if maybe they're still doing it. They were. It makes me. I've seen the stories on it in the news, and it makes me laugh every time. Because I remember being there in a parade going past and just going, "What's happening?" Black Pete. I was dying, and they were like, well, it's normal here, not y'all. They don't speak German. Well, they do speak German. They can speak German very well. German and English, and possibly even French. Flemish. No, I don't think so. Very clever people, most of them, I found. Speak lots and lots of languages, and that's not easy. Try to learn language when you're not a small child. It's not easy. So, I think my only bit of Dutch that I learned while I was there is so useless now. So completely useless. Excuse me. Mag ik wisselgeld voor die sigaretautomaton? Can I have change for the cigarette machine? Of course I don't smoke anymore. I don't live in Holland either, so it's probably okay. Alright, I'm going to call this one quits. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe.